I thought this was supposed to be about stocks. Where?
What's up, people? Remember the days where Cisco earnings used to matter? Apparently they matter today. Look at this monster move Cisco's putting in here after the market is closed. Incredible. Will this be any significant moment for the market? I doubt it. Right now, everything's been coming true about 2012, the year of the comeuppance. Once again, sell in May and go away almost worked. It just was sell when they announced QE3 and go away. So the conspiracy theory was that QE3, QE4, QE Infinity was going on in the months of June, July, August, and right into September. And what it turned out to be, this is hindsight, of course, but as soon as they announced the QE, there was nowhere for the market to go because the market had already rallied because QE was happening. Now, I know the market, it's not like the government's going out there and buying US Steel, or they're not going out there buying Google. Maybe they are. My conspiracy theory, my feeling is that the market is being completely supported no matter what they're doing. They're printing money and they're buying stock with it and throwing it into an account. Obama and Biden and Bernanke are just laughing and giggling their asses off while buying stocks on dips and making all this kind of money. I just like to watch AIG and Goldman Sachs to see when the government has got their hands in the market. AIG rallies, the market's rallying. Goldman Sachs rallies, the market's rallying. When you got Goldman Sachs, AIG, and Apple Computer and Google all rallying at the same time, that's the makings of a monster rally. And now we got none of that. You got Apple Computer, which if you watch one of my videos, I was saying I hate the stock, I hate the company now because they took away my app. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Have I blinked yet in this entire video? What's the matter with me? I'm seeing beyond sight. Sometimes it's that easy, guys. Sometimes it's that easy to make money in the market. And I'm going to get to Tesla in a second, but sometimes it's that easy to make money in this market. All Apple needed was a catalyst for it to go down. Now, personally, the way I look at it is, okay, you took away my app, you updated your operating system on your phone. I don't want any part of that. The last two iPhones that I owned the original iPhone, and when I updated my software, next thing you know, my iPhone wasn't working anymore. Then, I did it again. I bought the new iPhone, and once, twice, it asked me to update. I didn't want to update it. And then one more time, I said, you know what, let's update the phone. Next thing you know, it's not working as well. So now, I've got this iPhone, and every day, I get this little note by the settings over there wanting me to update the software. I refuse. I don't want them to change my operating system. Everything works fine. I don't need to update. I don't need to buy any new products. And I certainly don't need, now that I have my 9-year-old who has an iTouch and an iPad, there is no way in hell I need an iPad mini. And when they're taking products and just making them smaller, first we had this, remember this, guys? The thing that changed everybody's life. And then, it's live, give me a break. I just throw the video on, I see how it goes. And then, they made, anybody even remember this one? The iPod mini. Then they went nano, then they went shuffle. And you know what? Those products aren't even around anymore. It really just went to the iTouch and that was it. But when they're running out of ideas, they'll just make things smaller and smaller or bigger and bigger, and they'll just change it a little bit. Kind of gives you the implication that they're running out of ideas. And if Apple's running out of ideas, it's time to get out of the stock. Maybe the growth story is over. That's how it happens. Just because Apple Computer has gone up every day for 2 or 3 years, whatever it is, it could be over. Like it is for Baidu. The stock went up 1,000 points. Hello? 1,000 points. The stock was, 100 and change at the lows of March 09 and went to close to, 1,000. Then it split and it went up another 40 or 50 after that. Now, I think the move from 120 to 150 was just a bunch of people chasing performance like they were in September or whenever that was. And now the market's finally caught up to Baidu. Every stock gets caught up to, okay? There is no reason to believe in any stock whatsoever, Okay, we love U.S. Steel. Do I know if the stock's going to stay above 20? So far, so good. Yippee-ki-yay. Do I know anything about Mako? Apparently, selling out at $18 and $19 was the greatest move we could have made. Little did we know. As much as I love that stock, thank God it didn't get back in. How about that Vivus? How about they give us some more drug to be approved? Every time they had good news, the stock went down. Every time they had bad news, it seemed like the stock went up. Let's talk about Ameren. Everybody's been talking about this takeover that's happening in Ameren. I never saw a company where there's more scientists and insiders trading a stock. Listen, I know nothing, nor do I care. But I saw the stock was strong today. I bought it at $11.20 and I sold it at $11.40. I don't care. I don't care. So let's talk about the trades that we did today. WPRT. Company had just an awful looking chart, getting hammered, natural gas engines. And next thing you know, caught a bid, been rallying. Stock broke 27. We were looking for it to break 26.98 and 27. We got in, we bought it, we sold it. We sold some at 27.09, some at 27.17, some at 27.25, some at 27.50, and the rest at about 27.60. Fantastic trade. In the face of all this nonsense that's going on in the market, stop trying to guess where this market's going to go. It has only hurt my career. I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars trading the QID, thinking I knew when the market was going to go down. I've lost a ton of money shorting the Qs. Ton of money shorting anything. Most of the money I've ever lost over the last 10 years has been shorting. Why? Because I'm addicted to shorting. Or maybe I'm just a dick. I'm addicted to shorting because from 2001 to 2000, well, basically from 2000, the highs in March, to about 2001, somewhere along, that's when I made the most of my money. And it was easy then. I mean, you had companies that had no revenue. I mean, they had a little revenue, no earnings, 5 employees, trading at, comparing themselves to General Electric. And I just thought it was completely asinine. And eventually, at that point, I had enough money to withstand the pain of shorting for a little while. And then when the collapse started, I just sat back and I watched. But right now, we are in a market where we have got 3 or 4 good ideas a day. What were the ideas today? So Vivus, VVUS, finally held some support there at $10. We saw it gaining some strength today. We grabbed it at 11.48 and 11.50. Not much of a trade, but we managed to make 5 cents on it. WPRT was the real killer of the day. That was the great trade. And then we had the one short that was a monster, was Gilead short, G-I-L-D. Why was I shorting Gilead? Specifically because it rolled over. The stock was really, really strong yesterday on a gap. Celgene yesterday was really, really strong along with Gilead. And you had Celgene pull back intraday, but Gilead stayed strong all day. But today, GILD decided to gap up and go up some more. But then it started reversing, coming in with the market. My only problem is I shorted it before it reversed, and I got a little panicky, covered it, got back in, made a little bit of the money back, but I blew that trade by far. Right now, liking the AIG again, down at these 31 levels. Just want to talk about, right now, more than ever, trading is where it's at. And if you haven't decided what you want to do with your career, if you just want to be an investor, come to hang out with us. Let me convince you not to be an investor. Let me talk you out of long-term investing. Swing trading, maybe. But you know what? What does swing trading get you? FSLR looks great. Next thing you know, it plummets. GMCR looks great for a swing trade. Next thing you know, it plummets. You like the Tesla, right? Let's go back to the beginning of the video when I said sometimes it's that easy. Tesla. Stock was sitting around doing nothing. CNBC says the guy from Tesla's coming on. You buy Tesla. Because normally when a CEO comes onto the TV, you could assume he's not going to say anything bad. Even whether it's lies or whatever, you can assume he's not going to say anything bad. So you buy the stock with a preemptive strike. I think the stock was, let me see, it was 31.50 or 31.25 when he was about to come on. Broke 31.50, ran. We had a decent trade in that also. So just stay liquid. Right now I got some FSLR, I got some SLV, and I've been looking to buy the QID for a while right now, but I guess I'm never going to buy these things. So come hang out with us. We're doing pretty well. the three of the collective minds, me, Walken, the VWAP kid, and of course all my other guys that help me run the website. Come and chill. If you're looking for a place to hang out, it's what we do. You know, we're hanging out. It's pretty straightforward stuff. We're not saying that we're geniuses. We don't have this amazing formula or algorithm that's just killing it. We look for the certain setups. I don't do homework. I don't do research. I don't do my due diligence. I just wait for a stock to move like a WPRT. I've been waiting for it to break the high today. Broke the high today. Had some follow through. Put a stop on it, and it worked. And of course, not every trade works. I mean, I panicked out like a little bitch on that Gilead. I cost myself $1,000. It could have been a really nice trade. So, long story short, which I usually take short stories and make them longer. Come hang out. Come hang out with us. I opened the floodgates today. Just come on. If you know where the link is, the old link is working. Come hang out with us. See what it's all about and decide whether or not you want to be part of the family. All right, guys. Have a great night. And if you guys are on the East Coast and you're still suffering out there, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm still digging out, in Sheepshead Bay. It's just absurd how bad that storm surge was. All right, guys. Be well. Take care.